Hello and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 3 and the Soviet campaign. And where we left off, we had taken over Poland and we were getting ready to invade Finland. And that is where we're at now. We're about to get the event to jump into the Winter War. Now, this is probably going to go one of two ways. I'm probably not going to launch any attacks immediately. I'm probably going to weaken them with the Air Force and then go from there. And, oh, carrier technology to level 3. Hello. Now at 1936 level. I mean, if we were to start doing some of these carrier things... that might be a fun thing to do in a little bit. So, Finland, the Finnish Winter War demands rejected. And this means war with the Finnish. And we'll do the home front event again. And yeah, let's start bombing with our planes. And start up the air superiority work. Yeah, using our planes to do the majority of the legwork early on feels like it's probably the right call. And then I think similarly a little bit of a work of ground attack there. And air superiority on those locations. And then start ground attack here. And similarly with you with the ground attack. Right, let's go down to speed 3. And yeah, let's start softening them up. Okay, so they've attacked us. Okay, that's not too bad. And, okay, we've liquidated that division already. So, Petsalmo has been taken. And in which case, that means we can do ground attack over here. And do the same thing there, like so. Okay, let's let them try and hit us. Okay, and we'll do, I think, low yield. And I don't think we need to do any of these, do we? At the moment, I would say. We're better off getting rid of the areas there very nicely. And yeah, let's start possibly getting the ball rolling. You can see the bombing is doing its job. And we've been expelled from the League of Nations. So, since we are at war, supply became essential for victory. Industrialization of farms, good. And, yeah, we're expelled from the League of Nations. What a disappointment. And, yeah, I'm not seeing too much by the way of troops. Right. Yeah, this is going well so far. Like, we will pay the money, and I don't want to do the scrap metal drive. And I don't want to force the attack just yet. We will keep it going just a little bit longer. And I think the bombing is going well over there. Okay, we've got a little bit of leadership there that we can use. Every little helps for the officer ratio. And I think... Right, let's lead with the heavy armor. And then let's take the tanks and push them in forwards like so. And we will create the convoy raiders. And we will watch the strength like a hawk, because we don't necessarily want to see loads of strength losses. Okay, and some victories look like they're going on over there, but hard to tell for sure. And nice to see a little push coming to fruition over here. Let's take these tanks and start outflanking. Like so. That looks good. Okay, and yeah, get the bombing going here to do the job. Okay, and the real question is this starting to tell? I am really unsure. Okay, so taking Patsalmo is at least a good job. Okay, and they do have a little bit of anti-air. They seem to have stopped our planes from doing their thing right now. And yeah, that's freed up all of that industrial capacity. Right, let's not keep pushing there. Let's see if they'll attack us. Yeah, they will. Okay, and that battle will go on forever in the north. Okay, so that's a 1940, as is that. So is that, and okay, so we're now doing, we've got pretty much everything going into officers now, and we're over 500 a day. So before too long, that should get us to the nice ratio level that we would want. And let's hope our bombers can keep doing their job here and weakening this group down whilst defending themselves. Because we have manpower to waste, whereas they do not. Okay, and our reinforcement bonus is shifting in our favour. And I think I can see a little bit of industrial capacity finishing off in December. So we've got this one, and Astrahan and Gorky and Kalalin all finishing up and going up to level 10. Look at all that lovely green. Yeah, it will not be too long. And go on, keep attacking. I got faith. If you keep attacking, you'll definitely break through eventually. So they've got, by the looks of it, 5 divisions there. Okay, and the real question is would you be better off doing some work over there? Because, yeah, maybe not. And we just want the immediate break, effectively, which is what this will give us. Oh, the Bank for International Settlements. Sure. Do industry. And, oh, you know what? I will do the synthetic plant. Although that's going to drown our supply. I should have factored that into my thinking. I did not. But that's okay. As long as we keep the industrial capacity rolling, we're good. And we are starting to build some tanks now as well. Some proper tank divisions. Yeah, as long as we're doing all of those, that's all I care about. I'm going to actually move them over, and I think I'm going to take you this way because I'm quite eager to get everything built up to try and break through here, because I think we can, to be honest. Like, based on our air superiority that we've got here. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we've nearly filled in the front against Germany. Okay, there's a lot of garrisons there. Okay, and the taking of Petselmo isn't worth a victory point, but it does take away a little bit of their production ability and their rares. So their economy will start to struggle after, you know, we did play Finland. So, really? I want to have a massage. Now is not the time, me. Right, come on. Right, let's take all of the heavy tanks and go into there, and then let's take all of the armor and immediately back that up. Okay, so that does look like it's doing the job. Like, it does look like we can break through if we keep pushing at that pinch point there. We could also send up, like, from here. So you can repair 6, 6, 6, 3. So you're already in situ, you're in situ. Okay, so you're a group of 6 there. Can you... well, you can reach there already, so we'll get you to go there. You will move up north. And we'll get you up north as well. And we'll get the ground attack going there like that. And we'll get the ground attack going there like that as well. Every little helps. There we go. They're starting to break now, I would say. And similarly, let's get you up there as well. When in doubt, overwhelming firepower. That looks like it's doing the job. Constant bombing. And they can't, like, hurt our heavy armor. Like, we're getting an armor advantage. And, okay, we stole some Italian blueprints. I didn't read what they were. That was a mistake. There is, like, an event log, isn't there? That I can never remember where the bloody thing is. Oh, there we go. Coastal submarine class increased to 4. Oh, that's actually quite useful considering the amount of coastal submarines we have. Okay, and at what point will they break? That is the question, because then we can rush infantry into the gap. Okay, and a few more little victories. And a bit more in the supplies. Okay, and we do look like we're breaking through. Like, it's taking its time, but we do have lots of bomber support. And close air support is doing its thing. A little bit more for the supplies. Okay, and it's fun watching each hour it just get a little bit more into our position, like... So they've got 11,000 soldiers left. It's probably going to be about 30% when that kicks in. And okay, so you are the HQ for this unit. Nice. Right, and they've lost 58 men there. The attritional loss of units is not going to be helpful. And with them being live... Okay, yeah, still a little bit of time to go before some of those come out. Okay, another 45 killed there. And sure, Italy, if you want to do a energy trade, we will definitely go for it. Okay, and that battle is going swimmingly for us in our defensive position. And they're at 30%, so they're going to be cracking soon, I reckon. It's normally when they get to around that kind of strength level that they start to kick the bucket. Yep, they're at 10,000. And we're running an encirclement tactic now, which has opened our width of front. Okay, 20.5. Like, seriously. Get it done. Okay, and it looks like they're rushing some reinforcements over, but... like... they're not very large units. Okay, we're at low popularity. We won't expand the collective, and we will do assault guns. We will pay this time. And I don't mind if we've got a little bit of a movement like that. We're going to do the economic spying and the short-term investment this time. And we're going to postpone our mine plans, and we'll only reorganize our forces kind of when we get there in a little bit. And I did see things jump a little tiny bit just then. And let's expand our factories. And we haven't lost that many forces as of yet, to be honest. Oh, I didn't switch over onto war economy. Oopsie. And let's go on to extended as well. Right, and let's get rid of the descent. And come on, you know you want to break. I see it. I see it in you. You're at 26.1. Back at 26. Like, you should be already out of it. Why are you not out of it? Okay, so budget is being helped by the mines. And yeah, we will upgrade with assault guns now that we've got those unlocked. Okay, and I think one unit just broke then. It's this one at 19.7 that'll be next to go if there's something to go. And we're going to get you up there next. And do a ground attack, please. Help lend your support. And you know what? We'll get you to do a ground attack there. And we'll get you to do a ground attack there as well. Get everyone to dogpile in to lend a hand. Okay, Astrakhan. That's not the worst place it could have landed. So we have lost a little bit of IC production, but the synthetic industry will help. It'll get us a little bit extra on the old resources. And, puppet national focus. So, army for Mongolia. And I think we'll do army as well for Tanatuva. We've actually got a decently sized army over there with Mongolia now. That's something. How about Tanatuva? You've got something as well. I'd rather you stay in the Far East with that army when the time comes. Can be a bit of a blocker. Okay, and we have burnt down several divisions. 18.4, okay. Keep it going. There really isn't much of these divisions left. 17.6. Okay, let's see if that moves on a little bit more like we want. Into the meat grinder. And then we've got Perm. Yeah, some of the others, that's fine. Right, and then you can move there, you can go here, you can go there, and you can go there. That's good. Right, 19.1, 17.2, 25.5. That 25.5 one, that'll be the one that's going to be the most annoying to break through. And you're leveling up nicely over there, that commander. He's doing a good job. And another unit's just broken. So they're sending more forces over where they can. Into the meat grinder. Just wear them down. Okay, so when they get to about 16%, that's where it starts to tell. And the heavy armor has done its job. As slow going as it might have been, it's definitely made some progress. You can't just roll them over. That's for sure. It is not that straightforward. But looks like everyone's leveling up nicely. Okay, and then I doubt, like, if we take that province, if they've got too much, they'll be able to stop us. So 16 is the magic number there, and then, oh yeah, we're liquidating that one. That's good. Okay, Italian. We've taken some more Italian blueprints. Whether or not we want them is a bit of a different story. But, hey, it's doing its job. We're up to 80% now on the old officer ratio. Go on. Keep smashing them. Every dice roll that we get that's a 0.1 or more does the job. That's an annoying division there that's relatively healthy. And it looks like the org is going to give out before our units give out, so they're doing us proud. And yeah, there's a whole bunch of forces there to get dealt with in a bit. So it's whether or not they're going to be... So they're not replenished, those, not fully. These are some of the divisions from earlier that we've already had some work on. Okay, and I've got a 40 there. Yeah, I'm not going to try and push through as it stands. I'm going to let this go a little bit longer. I wonder, because from here, you can do a little bit of strategic bombing. So let's get the strategic bombing going to do its job. Okay, and our tanks, I've got to say, have been doing very well. Norway is mobilizing. No surprise there. The Germans will be on the way soon. Okay, and we are bleeding them dry. Like, to be fair, our own heavy tanks are taking a bit of a shellacking in the process, but we are getting the job done. Let's move you in to replace this heavy tank when that one breaks. And it looks like this is all their reserves, so if we can break through these four, we should be able to get ourselves in a good spot to keep pushing. And Vladimir is defending very well in the north, the White Sea area. And 0.9 there is going to go our way. And I don't want to trade for any resources, so I'm going to leave that 6 months. And then, yeah, a bunch of different divisions there to upgrade soon enough. And don't want to export the manganese. Okay, come on to the 18 there. I want all of these divisions to break. I would imagine they're in the north, effectively. Like, that's where the HQ unit is. Hopefully I'm burning through their manpower at a rate of knots. Because it looks like we are. Okay, so we've got 93 freed up. Let's put it into supplies. Keep that going in the direction we want. And when you eventually get down to like 16%, you'll break. And officers still moving in the way that we want. We're getting an absolute shed ton every single day. And combat experience, which should not be overlooked. Okay, so they just broke. I wonder what the AI will do to combat this. So 82 there. Effectively, I think every 1,000 manpower is the, like, effectively 1, if I remember correctly. So every time they do one of those slightly suicidal attacks that doesn't get them anywhere, it helps us immensely. So 62, 51. So a couple of them are in pretty bad shape. And the AI really can't help itself from attacking. It loves it. It's like, I really want to attack. You know, I know this is a terrible idea and I shouldn't do it, but I'm going to do it anyway. And, oh. Going to keep it going for a couple of days. Yeah, they're going to try. And you know what? We're gonna ground attack there with you two, because that battle's starting to be a bit of a pain in the ass. And I would rather it wasn't a pain in the ass any longer. Okay, and a 0.3 at a time would be great, please. Yeah, the AI just is refusing to let us bust through. No, we're at 42%, so 890. That's a good result for us. And nice that all of our commanders are getting a little bit of experience. Okay, and where are you heading? Okay, and our bombers are doing a very good job of dealing with that. Okay. Why won't you give up? I think this is a sterling defensive effort, but I think you should be giving in to the glory of the Soviet Union at this point. Like, your divisions are toasted. Not the way you want to be toasted either. Toasted in a bad way. Okay, so Navy arsenal money, sure. And we'll nationalise the private sector. And German-Soviet agreement will continue the deal. Which is going to give us IC for less on crude and rares, but a little more money and things. No harm. You're a tank destroyer, so where are you going? I'm going to wager it's something that needs just a single thing. Okay, so it could be you. It's definitely you. Okay. So, you've got a tank destroyer now. That's good. Okay, and get the supplies into a good spot. And how about you? 99.1. Yeah, a load of you are at strength now, so that's good. Okay, and I can see another unit just broke. And yep, let's gain some metal and things at Astrakhan. And then when we get the next mining event, we'll put it in there because there's going to be local bonuses for doing that. And, Swedish volunteers. Yes, more for the meat grinder. Go. Join us. Okay, level of IC efficiency is -2, which isn't so good. But, hey look, we'll take it. Okay, and that's the first time I've seen a yellow bubble on that battle since we started it, so that's a sign that things are going in our favour. And we've killed a disgusting amount of troops out of these divisions. And I don't think one single Swedish unit's going to make a huge amount of difference. Oh, what a time to do the simple attack one. Come on, expect better from you than that. Especially when it looks like we're about to punch through. And yeah, we'll take that gold mining event. Okay, and manpower-wise, we aren't really suffering any kind of major loss. We are just grinding through them. We just need this Swedish division to F off. There we go. Okay, we got in. Good victory. Okay, let's leave behind that heavy armor. And yeah, we'll leave behind you. And that is what we like to see, because from here the real question becomes, so we're being counterattacked here by the 1st Division. And I think air power is going to tell from here. let's go lend a hand there. Do what we need to do. And a defense in the wintertime ain't gonna be good for you. Okay, and then I think we can force Latican back, to be honest. At least I hope so. His divisions are pretty strong in combat prowess terms. And when this IC finishes up, it won't quite get us to 1,000, but we won't be far off it. I think once we claim some of these other areas, it'll probably get us where we want. And go on, Swedish volunteers. Give up. Break. Break against the might of the Soviets. Okay, and divisions-wise, yeah, there's a few in situ there, but not many. And this is a necessary counterattack. I get why they're doing it. Because they can't have us be in a jumping off point at this stage. And we love a static front. Okay, so lost 104. 260. Yeah, the front is not going to plan for them. The real question is yeah, like you and you. If we wanted to start, you don't quite have the range. Fair enough. But you will. And as will you. Okay, let's get you to do that ground attack there. You can go soften this up for me. And I don't necessarily want to take the fight over the river in a bit. I want to be a little bit more clever than that. And okay, that's being softened up very nicely there. Okay, so the division's already in situ there, looking like it's going to break. They've got one single garrison unit for us to be concerned about. Okay, and the winter effects are going to start to favor us pretty soon. I don't understand why they're continuously attacking. Like, it's dumb. Don't do that. Okay, so we lost 377 and they lost 8,012. If we were to take you and you into there, and then maybe as well take these heavy tanks, and then the others, rush them forwards like so. Is that workable? Yes, it does look like that will work. Okay, and we've got a proper breakthrough here now. Pretty much ready to go. So you're being attacked multiple sides. Let's take you on a joyride that way. And let's go for both of you there. And then let's go for both of you there to do ground attack. It's one single garrison unit, so we should be able to beat it. And then hopefully we can make a push on the capital before too long. Okay, so they're sending some additional units that we broke earlier back, I think, in this direction. Okay, so small snowfalls are ending. Blizzard season is nearly over. And I don't think we necessarily need more than we went for, but it could be fun to try and maybe take the lot. We've got spies lowering our national unity, which is not very good. Okay, they're launching a counterattack over a river, which is not a particularly good idea. And that garrison unit is taking a real shellacking, as is this unit. Okay, and next up, let's build armor with, I think, assault gun, yep, tank destroyer, divisional headquarters, truck, armored support, yep, sure, and I don't know what else to put in. Armored support, tank destroyer. We could do recon. Oh, yeah, let's do recon as well. So that's a very hard division. It's only got 13% softness. Let's maybe do just a smaller group of those. Start building up our amazing tank forces. Okay, so you are, I think, for that militia unit. Okay, cool. So you've got those units in place. Now we want all of these to break, if they would be so kind. And I think I can see some extra units moving south to try and contain the breakthrough. I'm pretty sure historically the fall of Viipuri was the point at which they gave up. You know, or breaking through the line itself. And you're going to be breaking soon, so come on, hurry up. Okay, so our commander is a level 5 now. That's good. Obviously, yeah, some more work to do to get all of this exactly as we want it to be. Like, I wouldn't say the military's done badly by any means over this attack. Let's maybe move you into an attack here. And that should go in our favor with a bit of luck. Okay, so one already broke. And why haven't you broken yet? No more forever wars, they said. Okay, and now that battle is going in our favor. This one is edging in our favor as well. And we'll wait for the start of March before we call it an episode. And then we might want to start thinking about building some infantry. Because we've got IC to spare and we've got manpower to spare. Okay, so tanks have done their job. Okay, and I think we're going to start moving you in that direction. We'll use you to hold this area, and then we're going to start trying to move over the river towards the capital. Yeah, just to try and shut the door on some of their forces over there. Okay, and yeah, we want to expand our heavy industry again. This one's going straight in Moscow, because every little helps in relation to getting closer to that 1000 IC number. Okay, and yep, you're in situ there now, which is good. And we're saying the worst of the snow's over. Okay, so we will do that one, and yeah, we'll take that Soviet commander, sure. And yeah, that's fine. Heavy industry there. Let's go put that in Moscow. Get it up to level 4. Okay, and small little counterattack going on there, but very minor. And, oh, they want a fighter plane. Well, sure, of course you can have a fighter plane. Let's get you into that battle there. And then, you know what? We're going to take you into there because a lot of you are already falling back. And then, should we see if we can push there? Okay. So, we can choose to bring them the socialism, which would make everyone angry. Or we can settle what we asked for. You know what? We'll settle what we asked for. Okay, that could be a lot worse. And right then, everyone, I think right, we need to go back onto basic mobilization. So let's go back over to normal conscription and back onto basic mobilization. And yeah, let's get all of that up to the top. And let's see what our conquest has grabbed us. So Viipuri for 1 extra IC. Great. And the Hanko Peninsula. Okay, so not much, but hey, it's something. And we've got a bunch of events to upgrade our divisions now. But hey, that was relatively good. Okay, and we've got some steel refineries and coal fields. So, yeah, let's start building out you as a area to get done and dealt with, because this is going to be exponential the gain here. And then a little bit of res. Because over time, this will build up nicely, this synthetic industry. And I think... oh yeah, we're down to the last 3 of these. So we've got fully kitted out mobile armoured units. Relatively quick, which is nice to see. We'll take that. And yeah, let's get them back over the border, and then from there we can work out what we're doing with these events. Okay, we're back plus 3,000, which I'd imagine is a puppet. Yeah, okay. Puppet stockpile coming in handy. Okay. Well, it's nice to have that war out of the way, and it's good to be at an officer ratio that is pretty damn good, like, all things considered. Like, we're up to effectively 441 a day, and part of that is because we've got the officer cost at the moment, which has dragged that down a little bit, but that is very strong. And yeah, a bunch of IC on these are about to finish. Yeah, all in all, really good spot. I think I'm going to call it an episode here, or you know what, let's do these events first. So you, and you. So we're going to reorganize the People's Commissariat. 16 new light tank brigades. Okay. We're going to form new light tank brigades. We're going to refit the 1st Moscow unit and this division and that division. Okay, that looks good. And you're the new commander, so we can get you over with the others. And you're all extra divisions, so you're a motorized unit that we can just, I think, put over there. Same thing with you. And, okay, you're a random brigade of armor, T-34s, cool. And, the Moscow division, sure, why the hell not? And you're the Urals division. Okay. Right, I think with that, we're going to call it an episode. So thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing the next episode of the Soviet campaign. Thanks again. Bye-bye.